Okay, what about now? Hello? Okay, what about now?
You're good.
I had to add the little avatar guy in. Okay, so this is a very interesting video because this is the first time I've ever done something like this. I am also joined by Nate.
Hello, I'm a technician today.
He is. He will also give his opinions after I'm done with mine. So
screen pulled up over here so I can see what belt you're moving and stuff.
Okay, so this is a tier list of all the WWE championships. Eventually, I want to do a separation of every single title in WWE, what I think of it and everything like that. So I'm starting off with this. So let's see, how this goes. So for the first one is ironic because it's not really an WWE belt. It's an NWA belt.
Yeah, which I was. Is this like world titles in general, or
it's every WWE title because technically WWE did have the NWA title at one point.
Yeah.
So
because early days they didn't actually have a WWE title.
Yeah, like the earliest was like we'll get to that one. So the NWA belt will be the first belt. This title is beautiful. It's not quite up there for me.
Oh my goodness!
It is one of the best.
Oh, okay. You put it at Unified.
Yeah, I didn't put it at Universal. Ironic, Universal ain't even on here.
Oh, it is.
Where? The red one's on here. Oh God.
This.
So this title was always gorgeous. I had a replica of it. I gave it to Hunter because that thing was from Pakistan.
That was not the championship.
Nah, that thing was garbage. The next disgusting title. Get in the bin. This thing, get in the bin. This thing.
What is that?
That is the Daniel Bryan Eco-Friendly Championship belt. That belt is horrendous. Okay. Terrible, ugly. Don't care for it. Nasty.
No arguments from me there.
The next belt is the current. Looks like the toy version. That looks like a toy version.
We're gonna rank every single replica and toy version of belts.
Well, there's this monstrosity. Why is there two of the same NXT belts? I just realized that there's two NXT belts that are the same.
Yeah, well, I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know. So the WWE Championship. A lot of people, I'm going to bet, are going to either put it here, here, or here. That belt is A1 for me. I know people have issues with it.
It works for what it is.
It's the giant logo of what the company is going to be. It's going to be something where you're going to get, what it is. When you see it, you're like, that's WWE.
It works, but I feel like the new one, whenever they design it, I think they'll pick a better one.
Next belt, which is the Rated R Spinner Custom belt.
Oh, you just put that above the NWA title. Oh, no.
Nate's going to be fighting me later when the video is over. We scrapping. That belt was simple, but amazing.
Just the Edge belt?
The Edge belt was simple, amazing. I like it for what it was. It was just literally the spinner belt was just the Rated R Superstar logo on it. Easy. Now this belt is an oldie, as we can all see.
What even is it?
It's probably...
Is that the IC belt?
No, that was the WWE Championship.
Well, it looks different.
There's like three of them in here that are like weird for somewhere. Like actually, there's a lot of the older ones that are kind of weird. Anyway, this was one I think Bob Backlund held and Bruno Sammartino held because there's this one and then there's this one. They're like pretty much identical, so I might just do both of them besides the Eagle being silver. I think both of these were gorgeous. Not gonna lie, for its time, simple, an Eagle World Championship on it. It was, anything with a bird, it's simple.
Mm-hmm.
Now we get to Big Green. This was the one Iron Sheik held, Hogan held, a whole bunch of them held again. I don't think it's that good. It's just it literally looks like a boxing belt. It looks like a belt that doesn't belong in WWE.
So many side plates.
Because there was only 4 people who've held it. Back then, the side plates were only, like, when you see this one right here, this Bruno one, the one that my clicker is on.
Yeah.
That one, literally 2 people held it. That's why it only has 2 side plates. Back then, side plates meant, only this great people had it.
Oh.
Weird, very weird. Still like it. This belt was just kind of weird. Didn't really care for it. I recently, last night, watched a video on like WWE Championships, and this one popped up, and it was that daggone thing had fingerprints galore on it. Like it had ancient fingerprints on it. So now we get to this monstrosity. Red there, blue. If the blue one was here, it'd go here. It'd go right in the middle. The blue one is not an eyesore compared to the red one. The blue one is still not gorgeous. I like the blue one. The red one was just an eyesore and was just so lazy to me. Just not that good looking. Wing Eagle, next belt.
Top tier.
If it's not in your top tier, you're kind of, I don't know what to tell you at this point.
Beautiful wrestling belt.
It is one of the, and Nate can confirm, mine's right behind him. It is one of the best looking titles in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It is my 3rd favorite WWE Championship. 3rd. You see which one's next. You see which one's next.
Yeah, another great one.
This is my baby. This can just, just go right there. That, if there was another tier, it'd be that belt above every other belt. This belt, to me, screams a champion, screams a championship belt, screams everything in a company you would want. And I love this belt. This belt is gorgeous.
Yeah,
now, this is a weird one.
What's this one?
This is another weird NWA WWE belt because
there's 3.
If you notice,
there's 4 technically.
There's 4, maybe 5. I don't know. Well, yeah, because the World Heavyweight was technically NWA too. This is the television championship now. If you look at the television and look at that, that's the exact same belt. It's just more, meh.
This was the old school.
It was like an old school WWE belt, and it's gonna go right in the middle for me. I think it's gorgeous. It's not, in my opinion, here or here. It's still a good looking title because I have an NWA television championship replica. It is beautiful. It is all silver with a little bit of red. I don't have the updated one, which just has the red strap and more color to it. But a good looking belt in my opinion. Underrated. I think this is a good workhorse belt for NWA if you want to give it to someone. And they have the guy, I can't think of that out of my head. Can't think of his name.
Latimer.
Is it?
Tom Latimer, big fan. Used to be Tyrus. Tyrus used to have it.
Tyrus did used to have it.
Now it's Tom Latimer or Latimer.
It's something like that. Next is everyone's either most hated or also most loved belt. And to me, it deserves in the top tier. This belt was supposed to be a custom belt for Cena, and it lasted how long? Years. It lasted years. And and you can even say it. You're looking dead at it with the replica. It is honestly really freaking good. It spins. It's made for what it is. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I've definitely warmed up to it over the years.
A lot of people hate it. I don't know why. A lot of people hate it. I don't know why. But I appreciate it. Next is a very rare title to me that I wish I could get a replica of. And the reason why I say rare and different, because Nate, if you can, pick up that ECW belt. Notice something with the ECW. Look at the ECW on the top. Notice it red?
Yeah.
That one's purple. That one's one of the originals before they changed it to freaking red. I would love to get this. And the ECW belt to me belongs up here. It's almost up there if it wasn't for another ECW belt that we'll get to in a little bit. And honestly, it's gorgeous. It's one of the best looking titles in my opinion. It has its peaks. It's the ECW. It's got barbed wire in there. It's got like the world in there.
Baseball bats.
It's got a baseball bat. When you see it, you're like, oh, that's hardcore. Next up, this is, like I said, one of the older ones that Bruno held, and
the Jack Daniels belt.
Something like that. Another one, I'm not gonna put it down here with these clowns.
Okay. The plate's kind of narrow. I wouldn't put it too high.
The plate is weird. It's just one giant.
I don't really like the side plates either.
Well, like I said, only 2 people held it. That's why there's only 2 little side plates. But without it, we wouldn't get here. We wouldn't be here today. Same thing with like the one that's about to be coming up. This one. This was like the original first WWE championship because it was a United States championship. But the dude who held it, Vince Senior, didn't like it because he didn't want to come to the territories back then. So he took it and just made it his WWE championship. Next belt, Smoking Skull belt. Just meh.
It's okay.
It's cool.
I'm not a really big fan of the Smoking Skull or the Brahma Bull belts.
They're gorgeous. I will say that. I have seen videos of them replica. I do want to get the Smoking Skull replica, not the Brahma Bull replica. I do like the Smoking Skull a lot, but it's in the middle for me. It's just meh. Now this, I have no idea what this is. I've never seen this. I'm just gonna put it there. It looks ancient.
Looks ancient. It looks kind of ugly.
It is ugly, but back then it was beautiful. So I will give it.
It looks like it has like side plates, but also these 2 little side plates.
Yeah, it's got like 2 little ones and 2 on the side. Very odd belt. I still like it.
It looks like a badge.
Well, I don't like it, but I respect it at least. So now we get to the 86. Everyone calls it the Hogan belt.
Yep, that's what I always think of.
This belt is gorgeous. I have been trying to get a replica belt of this, but every time I got one, you've seen it, Pakistan.
Hogan won that the green belt too.
Yeah, he won the green belt, turned into this thing, and then Andre turned it into that. And I think before that he held this one, so we'll get to this one. This one will get down here. I think this is ugly because it's just literally big side plates with one giant one in the middle with Hogan's picture in it. Like, why would you want that? That to me is just ugly and egotistical. Egotistical.
It's terrible.
It is very ugly. Now we get to this. The first ever WWE championship. And honestly,
that's what the NWA.
I think it's honestly good for what it was.
Yeah, I mean
it's tiny. It's tiny.
It's unique.
I seen the dude who works inside the vault with WWE stuff. He handed that to Bruno when Bruno was alive, and Bruno literally held it like this. It looked like a toy in his hand. It is unique, and I actually really, really like it. Not up here in my opinion, because I don't like the brown strap and it's kind of just boring. But again, back then, we didn't have this. I mean, if it wasn't for this, we wouldn't have all of these to begin with. Next up, WCW/WWE Big Goldie, everyone's favorite. Everyone knows where it's going. It's simple. Nate, you're looking dead at it. Again, I have a replica of it. It is beautiful. It's
my personal favorite world title.
It is one of the best world titles. It is, I will say this, it is overrated, but it is still gorgeous.
It can go. It deserves to be overrated.
I can agree on that. Next belt, the old Attitude Era belt, and
I'm not a big fan of this one.
I have mixed feelings with it. I have both the blue version when it.
About Triple H whenever I see that.
You think of No, I think of Triple H when I see this, the big Goldie, because he held that like it was his child and wouldn't let anyone get it.
Yeah.
This, I think of Austin, Rock, Big Show, Angle, Triple H, all those guys holding this. And it is a good looking title. I have both replicas. I have the blue one that was introduced really early that Stone Cold had, then turned into this. I like the blue one a little bit better, in my opinion, because it was unique. Kane also held it. Mankind also held it. I don't think Taker held this. I could be wrong. Next up, the reason why this ECW is not up there is because of this. This ECW belt is top tier. It is the most unique title I have ever seen. When have you ever seen a silver title? It screamed when they did do the new ECW. It screamed ECW, the new ECW. And for me, I personally really like it. I would love this belt if, I'm trying to find it, and it is one of the most hardest belts to find. I have found one. I found two. But the other one got sold. The other one that I'm trying to get, they want $500 for, which is expensive.
No.
It's expensive, but it's also signed by Rhino. So you get a sign, you get a vintage belt. It is what it is. I find this.
Case, that one.
Yeah, this beautiful. I'm gonna get a glass case eventually for all of them. Once I get a house, that'll be a very long time. Next up, I'm gonna be honest.
Ew.
Meh.
I hate the Brahma Bull.
I don't like it. I really don't. It's gorgeous. I will say this. I don't like it, but I do respect its beauty because I've seen people review it. It is a gorgeous title. To me, it's just meh. It's just a bull. Just meh.
Now, what is this world title?
This is Andre's version of Hogan's. So this is Andre's version of the 86. This is like 87 Andre. This is on the shop of WWE, which I want, but I'm not paying $500 for it.
They look similar.
They are similar, but they added a little bit of eagle wings. If you can see the little spikes right here, and it's huge. It's freaking. It's like, I think 8 pounds or 9 pounds. It's a big boy, and to me, no, it don't go there. It goes here. I like this belt. I like it more than this belt, but I want to get this belt first before I can get this belt, because this belt's also gorgeous, but this one's just a little bit better in my opinion because they added a little bit more detail, and they added the eagles. And if you add a bird to a title, it makes it. I don't know why. It is what it is to me.
Should have had one for the new world title. They should have put an eagle and then put the WWE logo.
Something like that.
Perfect. It would have been perfect.
Okay. I know SmackDown's on and I want to watch SmackDown, but I'm trying to figure out the password situation.
Uh-oh.
This NXT belt.
Why is there 4? Okay.
There's 4 NXT belts. Okay. This one, I don't know why this is here. It's just this without the silver in it. So there's the gold and then there's like a silver version. So I'm going to rank all these pretty much the same. This there. This there. This also there. No, you're not there. This there and this there. This is an underrated, underappreciated title.
My favorite NXT.
This title, I have it, shockingly, is honestly really gorgeous and just underappreciated, and I freaking love this title. It was so unique and so different, and then they went to this. They went to this one first, and then they went to silver, and then they went to rainbow, which is weird. Still unique because the giant X, but nothing beats this like literally shaped X plate on it. And now we get to the final one. The final one that is now... We have a modern version of this title. And to be honest, I've seen a lot of mixed reviews. To me,
I have a controversial opinion.
Already up there for me.
I don't know if I'd put it that high. I'd put it at unified.
To me, it's undisputed.
What would make it undisputed is they put an eagle in there, but the fact they just put a giant WWE logo.
They did the same thing. Yeah, I see what you're saying. This and this is pretty much similar. It's just a modern version of Big Gold. But I appreciate this. I love this.
Still a beautiful belt.
It is still gorgeous.
And there's no red and blue straps.
And there's no red and blue strap. And it is just, it reminds me of this.
I'll take that any day over the red strap.
I'll take this over this junk. Like, I'll take all these belts. I would, if I could, I would take every single one of these belts, including this, over that and that. Because this is just egotistical and just ugly. This is one of the most ugliest things I've seen in a while. And it just makes me want to puke every time I see it. And this, the red, is horrendous compared to the blue. The blue would at least go here. It's universal, literally, ironic. But this belt ain't gonna cut it. So this is my tier list. I appreciate anyone who watched. I don't know if anyone did. I don't care.
I did.
I know you did.
Well, there's 2 people here.
Well, 2 people. Thank you for the 2 people who did watch this. Oh, it's one of your
Oh, it's Hayden.
Yeah, Hayden. What's up, Hayden? But this was an experimental video for me. I've never done something like this. That's why Nate's over here. He helped me with this, and we were gonna watch SmackDown. We still are gonna watch SmackDown. I just got to figure out the cable stuff, and then we'll watch it. We missed like 4 minutes of it. We probably haven't missed anything really.
New title design.
Sheesh.
But y'all put that the first 4 minutes.
The first 4 minutes. But I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna do more videos like this now that I can figure it out. But I will catch y'all in the next one. See ya.
Bye.